A professional writer is an amateur who didn't quit. Richard Bach. Hi, my name's Austin and welcome to my channel. Today, we're officially over 10% done with NaNoWriMo. We are at like 13%, I believe. So that's exciting. Well, at least 13% once you get your words in. Speaking of words, today's NaNoWriMo goal is 6,667 words if you have a 50,000 word goal. So I hope you got your words in. If you didn't, you better go get them in because it is very important. You need to catch up. Don't be like me because I didn't. I'm not there yet. I'm 800 words behind. I am currently at 5,800 words, so I need a little over 800 more, but I have written as many as I should for the day, technically, because day one I was like way behind. But every day since I've been doing what I need to do, plus a little bit more, so hopefully the next day or two, I'm gonna try to write more tonight, but in the next day or two, I want to get all caught up to where I'm supposed to be in my goal so I can write 50,000 words by May. You better be better than me at Camp NaNoWriMo because I suck, I'm behind. I don't want you to be behind. I want you to get your words in. Go, you can do it. Do a couple word sprints. Get those words in if you haven't yet. I know you can do it. I'm here for you. I'm cheering you on. When you're done, come back and we can chat and do stuff that's not writing because you deserve a break if you've gotten all your words in. I think that it's a lot of work doing NaNoWriMo every day. And we're getting to that part where pretty soon it's not going to be super fun every day. I can already feel it setting in right now that it's not as fun as it was on day one to write words. Speaking of it not being so fun, right now I feel like I am writing so slow. I explained this in yesterday's video. I think it's because I'm doing my outline and never in the past have I outlined and paid attention to the word count of the outline. I'm not trying to just add random words in, so I feel like that's why it's going slow, because writing an outline, it's constantly changing your thought process, thinking of new things. It's causing a lot of my creative energy to write all these words, force myself to write my outline. I like it. I've had a lot of these ideas, but I am worried that I'm going to get writer's block. In today's video, I plan on talking about writer's block and how to avoid it, because if you're anything like me, once you find yourself in a situation where you can't figure out how to get your story to make sense, given a certain context with your characters or the plot, then you might find yourself just feeling like, oh, I'll just do it later because I can't think right now. I can't figure out where I want my story to go. Don't do that. I won't do that. I promise you I will not. If you won't either, make me this promise right now. Look me in the eyes. You won't do it either. You will not quit NaNoWriMo and procrastinate and say, well, just right now I can't do it. Promise. 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 It's going to be extra challenging when we get to that point of feeling like quitting, especially in today's world. A couple days ago, I would have thought that this Camp NaNoWriMo was going to be super, super easy because we're at home. There's nothing to do. I have nothing to do at home. You probably have more things to do than I do, but you still have a lot of time at home, so Camp NaNoWriMo should be easier than it normally would. However, I have my doubts because I'm worried about writer's block, like I've said, and it's hard to get rid of it when you can't do anything. In the past, I have found that going to do some shopping or going out and about for a little bit helps me to clear my mind so I can get back home and write better. But that's not always an option in today's climate. So I have thought about some things that could help you avoid writer's block if and when it comes during this Camp NaNoWriMo, and for myself to keep in mind so that I don't get writer's block. The very first thing on this list is read a book. Read a book. I think that one of the key ways to avoid getting writer's block is to read, and especially read some of your favorite books. So this book right here is the second book in the Land of Stories series by Chris Colfer. It's a series that I read a long time ago and I absolutely loved. Well, okay, this goes with writer's block. I'm someone who struggles finishing series. So I struggle finishing things, such as my drafts, such as my books, but I'm not gonna let it happen this time. And the reason I'm saying that is because I never finished this series, which was one of my favorites. I read the first 3 books growing up when they came out, and then one day I just stopped. I forgot about it, whatever. I never forgot about it. I love this series, but I just didn't pick it up anymore. And so going back and rereading it, I realize how much I love it. It gives me inspiration for my own book, and I'm finishing it. So just like I will finish my outline, and then I will finish my draft, and then I will finish editing, and then I will finish publishing, and then I will have my book. Or at least that's what I dream about. Don't try and tell me it won't happen because I won't believe you. La 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 la. It will happen. La la la. Anyway, reading a book that I know I love and can draw a lot of inspiration from is great for my writing. It helps me move forward and enjoy where I'm going, and I think you should do it too. If you feel like writer's block is coming on, read, and if you can or want to, reread one of your favorites just to give you inspiration. You want to create a book as good as your favorite one. Don't read it with the idea that, oh my God, my book will never be as good as it, because that won't help with your writer's block. Just remember, there was a draft of your favorite book where it was not very good. Just like your draft doesn't have to be perfect now. It can be bad. My draft is going to be the worst. Don't make yourself feel bad. Don't get into a writing slump. You don't have to. Don't get writer's block. You don't have to do it. Just remember, as my quote said from earlier, don't quit. Professional writers never quit. They were just like us. They were just amateurs. They never quit. We can do it. We can get there. I know we can. Let's do it. The second tip I have on avoiding writer's block is probably one you've heard a million times, but it is put your phone away. Just focus on writing. Put everything away. Put your phone away, your computer. Well, don't put your computer away because you're writing on it, but close out every other tab. Don't turn on the TV. Go into a separate room with nothing open but your document that you are writing in, because it will help. It will help, I swear. It may not sound like it, but it will. Today, I was writing for a bit, and I had left my phone in the kitchen while I was writing in a different room, and that is when I found that I had written the best and the most without focusing on my word count and everything. So don't have your phone out if you don't have to. It will help you write more. Eliminating distractions is a great way to avoid writer's block. If you can't think about what you should do, your phone is going to seem like the best distraction. So you don't have to, because if you have your phone out, you can forget about your book, and that is not something we are doing during NaNoWriMo. We will not forget about our story. Just keep writing. I know it's hard, but you've got to focus. Take a break, take a step away. That's another one of my tips. Just focus on something else, do a puzzle, play a game, watch a movie, but come back and focus on it. Figure it out, spend time, create a list, think about how this affects this and this character's actions affects this, and then you can do it. You can figure out what the best situation is that you are struggling to so you can write your story, because in the end, it will be worth it. You will have your book and everything will be great and amazing, and we will all have our NaNoWriMo books published if we just keep trying and don't give up and be amateurs who quit. We want to be professional writers. Please just don't procrastinate. I have done it. Over the last 2 years, I have written this book. Every March, I start writing it for a few months, and then I get writer's block and I quit. It started 2 years ago. In March, I wrote my first outline, really detailed outline. Then I started writing my draft and I quit. And then in March the following year, I started writing my draft again, continued it, I didn't like it, quit. And now March this year, I'm restarting from scratch, writing my outline again, and then I'm going to draft, and I'm not going to quit in May or June like I did in the past years, because you will be there telling me not to quit, and I am there telling you not to quit, so we will push each other not to quit. If we just push through day by day, in a certain amount of years, we will have our published book. Woo! Those were some of my tips for how to avoid writer's block. If you have writer's block and you want to talk to me about it, you can add me as a buddy on NaNoWriMo. I only have one. I really would like some more fun buddies to talk to and do NaNoWriMo with, so you can add me. My username is KingRandom11. I will accept, I promise. I will accept your invitation. Also, follow me on Twitter at Austin_Thomas11. That's all I have for today. I hope you have or are going to have an amazing day writing. Keep telling your story. You're the only one who can. It will all be worth it, I promise. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow on day 5.